these are nice little paydays. You're like sitting here going, this is pretty
cool,
damn cool.
right? And and then I made probably the biggest mistake of my career.
Yeah, let's get into that. What was that? Because that's where you learn, and you boomerang back.
Exactly. So I sold this thing to CA. I didn't really stay there, and I was looking around for the next thing to do. And one of the people who was very involved at Any Day was involved in another startup called Adesso. And it was this Palm-based software that allowed businesses to build mobile applications. So you could build applications that ran on Palms to, for guys that are delivering stuff or, fixing, things out in the field or whatever the case may be. It was a development platform. And so, Palm had this kind of nice developer community, and we thought, wow, there's, smartphones are coming, we'll build this software, and undoubtedly businesses are going to build a lot more applications, right? We didn't think of, anything like the App Store or anything, but we knew there's going to be a lot of applications. So we jumped in, and, I looked at the business as a CEO, and I built a financial model, and I brought it to investors, and I thought, well, I'm just going to raise some money, and we'll get this thing figured out. So I needed what I thought I needed was $3 or $4 million to kind of get things started, and I brought it to one of the investors that done well in Any Day. And I presented to them, and I'll never forget, I'm waiting in the conference room, and I'm showing the associate, who I knew well, the plan and my slides. She went and got the partner I know well, and we're looking at it, about to present to the whole partnership. And he says, well, you know what? You need to raise more money and increase your sales. I said, what do you mean? He said, we don't want to give you a $3 million check. We want to give you a $7 million check. And, if you do that, I can guarantee you this is a done deal. It's a formality. And so I had to kind of make a decision on the spot. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm a sales guy. Get the deal. And then we'll figure it out, right? So I went and I changed everything quickly, changed all my numbers. I need $7 million. They're like, done. You're good. Right. So sell a big chunk of the company to this venture firm. And of course, I couldn't create a company that could build enough sales to hit that number because there was not a market ready for that. And right. So after a couple of years of churning and trying and, hiring VPs and firing VPs and, shaking things up, changing directions, it just didn't work. And the venture guys wanted out. The whole thing blew up. I lost money. Everybody lost money. It was a disaster. And it all came down to that moment of truth where I really compromised what I believed just to get the deal done. And so that was such an incredible lesson that, you can apply to business, you can apply to anything else, right? Like, if you've done the work and you've come up with a plan, don't let investors tell you what you should do. They don't know your business, and they have completely different motivations and completely different incentives in their business. Hopefully they all align and hopefully everybody makes money, but there's a lot of other things driving their decision making.